Today, check, 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 check. Something a little different. When to take Social Security. Big debate I've heard amongst people many times. A lot of people talk about this. Know very few people that have really sat down and run the numbers. And when I've shown people the actual numbers, they're a little freaked out by it. And get into this debate kind of often, because I'm not. Well, I am retired, but I kind of retired a little early, and I'm not eligible to collect Social Security yet, but I will be, and I've got some ideas about this, and my approach to my logic here is a little different from what you'll hear from a financial advisor. You're going to hear this from an engineer and someone who's spent the last 30 years in intellectual property law. So the way I think about things is a little bit differently. And this debate is, when to take Social Security. And you're looking at a sample that I pulled from the Social Security office, and these numbers are proportional. And you could run your own numbers based on your own expectations, and your numbers might might be higher or lower. It really doesn't matter. It's all the proportionality. So let's just use this as a sample. And so some people will say, look, at 62, I'll be receiving, if I elect to begin receiving payments, so $26.40 a month. If I just wait to 65, when I'm eligible for Medicare, it pops up to $3,200, a few $100s more. And then if I just wait to 67, wow, look at this, $3,801, more than $1,100 more a month. Wow, that's really great, $1,100 more a month. But you got to wait 5 years for it. And in that 5 years, 62, 3, 4, 5, and 6, in that 5 years, you're getting nothing. So at age 67, you're starting with a cumulative total received of 0. All right, so that's just how it works. I also want you to bear in mind that the average life expectancy for an American male currently is roughly 75 years. A little bit higher for females. But of course, we're always planning for our death date and beyond, but it's up to you how you want to plan for this. But whether I live past 75 years or not, for me, my logic is I want my money now. I want to enjoy it now because I'm able to. In 15 years from now, I don't know what's going to be going on. What kind of medical problems I'm going to have, and am I still going to be living? I'll be sedentary and all that. I want to enjoy my money now. So that's kind of my mindset, and I want to show you why I think that's a good mindset. Okay, so let's just say we've got these two identical twins, and one of them wants to take, born on the same day, all that stuff, and let's say they have the same jobs, same careers, and roughly the same numbers here. And twin number 1 wants to take their Social at 62, twin number 2 wants to take it at 67. For some reason, they differ on that. So let's bounce over and look at the numbers. Now, don't be intimidated by this. I'm going to walk you through everything. It's going to be really simple. Super simple, actually. It's just addition and multiplication. That's all it is. Stuff you could have done in 6th grade. Now, I want you to look at person 1. We're going to compare it to person 2. These are identical twins right here. Person 1. Now, don't look at any of this other stuff. Don't get distracted by it. We're going to get to that. I just want you to look at this column right here and what I point to. All right. Person one, twin number one, has elected to receive their $2,640 at age 62. Starting at age 62. That's per month. Now, in a year, that's $31,680. So during the year of age 62, that person will have accumulated $31,680. And I'm not going to account for cost of living adjustments. Social will give you cost of living adjustments, and this number will go up, but let's just keep it stagnant for demonstrative purposes here. At age, we're just going to double that, at age 63, triple it, quadruple it, and all the way up. So at age 66, this person has received 5 annual installments, of $31,680 for a total of $158,400. Now, at age 67, this is when the other twin starts collecting their 3801, and they get an additional $1,161 a month. A little extra candy a month, but person two is starting at 0 at age 67. They've accumulated nothing. 0. So by the end of age 67, person two has accumulated $45,612 in that year, whereas person one keeps going. They're at $190,000 because they've received 6 total years of payments. So if this is some kind of race, person one is kicking butt. Now, this is the same thing. Person two now, in their second year, $91,000. In their third, fourth, and fifth year, it's person one's 10th year, but it's person two's 5th year. So look at it at year 10 for person one. They've accumulated $316,800. Person two, $228,000. You got to go all the way 17 years. 17 years past the age of 62, which 72, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 78, 79 years old. This is at the point where person two overtakes person one in terms of total cumulative earnings. I won't say earnings, but it's just withdrawals from Social Security. Think about that for a minute. 17 years. 17 years. Now you're already almost 80 years old. Is it worth it to wait? If you look at the cumulative totals overall, is it worth it to wait? Now, I want to add something to this. And here's why I don't think it's worth it to wait, unless you absolutely need. Of course, if you okay, I want to go there. It's not worth it to wait, and I'll tell you why. There's many things you could do. Okay, if you're dead set on waiting to 67 or 68 or 69, you could run the same numbers. But let's just keep it 67 versus 62. There's a lot of good things. This money's going to be coming in here. There's a lot of things you could do with that money if you don't need it. And a lot of people go, well, I don't need it, so I'll just wait and get the extra 1161. I don't need it. Well, actually, you do. You could use it. So let's look at person three. Person three is just like person one. Person three elected to take their 2640 at age 62. But instead of spending it, okay, this person doesn't need it. Instead of spending it, this person invests it. And maybe a mutual fund that invests in common stocks, things like that. And so what I've done is I've run an investment calculator. And in this investment calculator, this person started investing right away. An initial amount of 2640, that's their Social Security payment. Over 5 years, annual rate of 8%, that's reasonable. And with an additional contribution of 2640 every month. That's what they get from Soch. At the end of 5 years, roughly 200,000, 196,452. So they've got a total in their investment of 190, almost $200,000 versus person 1 who has accumulated 158 and maybe already spent it. Now let's say person 3 still doesn't need it and maybe he'll never need it. So what I've done is I've taken that investment calculator, I've run 10 years, 12 years, 17 years right here. So the balance in this person's continuing to invest their 2640 every month in this investment, just letting it go, letting it ride. Bull markets, bear markets, doesn't matter. Bear markets only last a short period of time. Bull markets last a long time. End of 10 years, almost $500,000. End of 15 years, $800,000, $900,000. End of 17 years, over $1 million. Rule of 72. Over $1 million. So let's compare person 3 with person 1 and person 2. Person 3 who invested the money and could afford to leave it there is way ahead. So it still doesn't make sense to start to wait to 67, for example. Doesn't make sense to wait if you say, well, I'm waiting because I don't need the money. Well, invest it. Because if you're not investing it, Social Security is. All right, let's go to person 4. All right, so now we're going to look at person 4. You're going to see this this area looks a little different because as I was looking at it, I didn't like how I arranged it. It might have been a little confusing, so I rearranged it, and I'm going to explain to you what's going on here with person 4. So person 4 is just like, well, person 4 is a person that said, well, you know what, I want the extra money per month, and I can wait to age 67, or you could run this for any age, but I'm going to choose 67. I want the extra money per month and I can wait. All right, so but what person 4 did is said, okay, I can wait, but I'm going to elect to take my money right away at age 62, but I'm going to wait to age 67 before I start using it. So person 4 did the same thing as person 3. They took the $26.40 a month, $31,680 a year, and invested it. And using the same investment calculator that I just showed you, at the end of 5 years, at the end of age 66, this person's is starting at roughly $200,000, $196,452. And of course, if the stocks are down, you can wait, just wait it out. Wait another year, 6 months, whatever it takes, I mean, that's what you have to be prepared for. But anyway, so we're starting at 196,452. And this person will also start using, they're no longer going to be investing their Social Security money, so this person will be receiving their $26.40 a month. It will be adjusted, of course, it'll be higher. There'll be some COLAs in there, but we're going to stick to just the numbers, non-adjusted for now. So this person 4 will now start receiving their $26.40 a month. And this person 4 also has their investment, and they're going to start taking monthly withdrawals from that investment. And what I've done, and you can do this in many different ways, but I've used an investment withdrawal calculator. And I've taken their 196, I've rounded it up to 200,000, but results will be about the same. And I've decided to deplete it within 12 years. Now I can deplete this slower by withdrawing less than 2001.25 a month, you know, if I want to, but I'm just going to say I want to make this equal. I want to get this artificially just down to the 17-year period after age 62. All right. So 200,000, 12 years of withdrawals, roughly 8%. We're still earning returns on the balance. And the periodic withdrawals monthly will be $21.25 per month. So this person will be getting their SOCH of $26.40 plus monthly withdrawals of $21.25 from their investment. From their investment, this amounts to $25,500 a year. From SOCH, $31,680 a year, just like the guy, you know, started at 62. And every year that amounts to $57,180 with these two combined. That beats person 1. That beats person 2. Okay, remember person 2 who waited to 67 was getting $38.01 a month. And here, person 4 is getting $47.65 a month. $47.65 a month, which puts this person up here to be equivalent with a person who would have waited until they were 70 to withdraw from Social Security. All right. Now, let's run this over a 12-year period to get us down to age 79, or the 17-year period. So every year, okay, at year 5 after age 67, 285, 900 we've accumulated. Okay. Now let's get us up to the end point. 12 years after person 4 started using their money, and 17 years after person 1 started collecting, and of course 12 years after person 2 started collecting. Person 4 will have received a grand total of $686,160, beating person 1 and 2, and not only that, they would have received $47.65 a month during that period of time. Of course, from here on out, person 4 would drop down to just $26.40. Do you care? If you cared about that, then you could actually withdraw less than $21.25 per month. You could drop it down to $1,000 a month, and this investment would probably continue into your 90s. You know, I mean, there's many different ways to do it, and I could run. I'm not even going to run all the scenarios. There's too many scenarios to run. You'd have to personalize it to what your preferences are. But this is just one scenario that you could see doing by taking your money as early as possible and investing it, and then achieving a higher monthly income for at least 12 years after age 67. I mean, that's just one way to do it. I can show you with investment calculators. I will beat Social Security every time. I will beat the monthly income rate. You know, and unless there's some colossal disaster in the markets, but markets will go up, they'll go down. Sometimes you just got to wait them out. That's the risk. I mean, if you want absolutely zero risk, and there's even a risk with Social Security. Is it ever going to go away? Will it be reduced for people, you know, that have a certain other income? There are many risks there are many uncertainties even with respect to Social Security. So that's another reason why I'd want my money when I can still get it. I mean, I don't see any scenario where I wouldn't want to take my money as early as possible. Honestly. And I'm trying to show you that with the raw numbers right here. But in order to do that, you have to be disciplined. Well, you don't have to be disciplined. You can be person one, take it as early as possible, and enjoy life. There's nothing wrong with that. Just enjoy it. Enjoy life while you have it. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to be disciplined and be person three and invest and just keep watching the money grow, if that's what you like, do it. Watch it grow. And when you turn 79 years old, go buy a Ferrari. Or whatever you want. This money's just sitting here. You didn't need it, you said. Go enjoy it. Or give it to, if you want to give it to your children or whatever you want to do with it. Do it. Or be person four. And artificially, through your investment, artificially inflate your monthlies. Starting at age 67 or whatever age you choose to start. Anyway, I hope this perspective was helpful. It's different, but again, so many scenarios you could run. I encourage you to get on, investment calculators, withdrawal calculators. Look at your own personal numbers. These numbers, again, were hypothetical, but they were actual proportional. And this scenario would work out the same for anyone's numbers. Just different final values. All right, Stereo Police, hope you enjoyed it. One of the reasons I made this video is I've been in this debate so many times with people that I'm tired of debating it. I just want to say, hey, I made a video about this. Go watch it. And then if you have any questions, feel free to ask. That's why I made the video. I'm tired of talking about it. I just wanted to put it down in black and white and try to be as logical as possible. Stereo Police. Hope you found this helpful. Ciao.